Hey guys, so back after a long hiatus once again. I know last time I said I was going to come back and end up actually doing something with the channel. I never did. A lot of things popped up. Same thing I said last time as well. But in the last month or so, I did get my head down. I was able to get the 71 Corona Mark II into the garage. Started doing tear down for it. Because currently I do have the engine in it and it was running. Just have a bits of odds and ends that I got to go through. I got to fix for the mechanical fuel pump because it's actually leaking past a bunch of engine oil, which is not great, obviously. And then the rad itself needs to come out and go in for repair because it's got a couple pinhole leaks in the front of it as well. But I'm pretty sure I touched base on that last time. Other than that, gave the interior a really nice clean. It's been quite a while since I've actually done anything with this car, so it's kind of nice that I've actually taken the time to do so. The seats themselves will have to be reupholstered. I mean, the dash is not in the best shape, but it's just one of those cars that you're gonna have a hard time trying to find parts for, of course. But hey, bonus. Manual transmission. I'm missing it. Don't get me wrong, I'm beyond happy and ecstatic with the stuff that I do have for vehicles. Case in point, the RS6 Avant, which is actually now currently parked for the winter because I do have a bunch of stuff that I got to do for that maintenance wise. And I'm not sure if anybody would actually want to be involved with a series about that because I got to go through and do the timing belt for the front, valve cover, gaskets, and transmission service on it. I'm actually pretty lucky this thing is doing very well for the transmission, but then again I do a lot of highway driving compared to city driving, so it's not as hard on the components, funny enough. And then I'm humming and hawing right at the moment of what to do with the Nissan Cedric, the 66, because I'm starting to get to that point where I'm realizing I might have taken on too much for stuff. I mean, I love having odds and ends that are extremely difficult to find or maintain. Case in point, these two as well. This over here is currently having issues with starting, but I haven't had a chance to look at it for the entire summer. And then I took this to 2 shows this summer, and both shows I went to, it had to get towed home, which I ended up finding out the positive cable at the back of the head had rubbed out and was arcing out on the back of the block. And then shortly after I had fixed that issue, I drove it into town to do another show, and then the starter itself actually fell apart internally. So I wasn't able to start the car, and I mean, it's a manual, but the chances of actually getting this thing push started to get going with the compression, it's pretty slim. I'd have to get towed down the block for quite a ways before it would actually go. But hey, if you don't have AMA, you're not in the game. But yeah, this, hopefully I will start doing some more updates on the Mark II. The brakes are bled, the transmission's full of oil. I just had it running. I wanted to take a video of it running, but that's when I realized that I was puking oil out of the mechanical fuel pump. So I don't want to continue with that, with worry obviously of losing pressure. And I mean, I'm not going to drain that much oil out, but I just don't want to take chances with anything. But it's been a really entertaining summer of actually maintaining our daily units. So the truck itself went through a full front end rebuild, and then the Audi, the A7 had the high pressure fuel pump fail, which it was fun to diagnose. But I did manage to get it done and replaced, and we've had no issues with that thing now, which is nice. The other thing that I'm thinking of right now is I'm probably just going to go through in the next little while and do a revamp of the garage so I can start getting rid of a lot of things and make it more usable for myself, because I find myself stumbling around a lot of stuff these days, and I just haven't had a chance to actually come out here to do anything, which I plan on changing that, especially now that it's the winter. It's a little easier to not get caught up in summer plans for the weekends and stuff. So yeah, I don't think I can think of anything else, to be honest. The SSRs that are on this car, I gotta send those out to get those rebuilt. And other than that, this thing's, besides a fuel tank, which is gonna be fun, I'll have to weld in bracing and use an aftermarket fuel tank for the car, because that is obviously no longer here. Yeah, other than that, I can't think of anything else to do for an update. But I will do my best to actually have something come out for next weekend, and hopefully you guys will be there to check it out. If not, it is what it is. This is more for me anyways, because it's a lot easier to keep track of what I'm doing and how I'm doing it. And then it's kind of a fun sharing experience with my kids as well, because my son's getting to the point where he wants to come and do the odds and ends on helping. I mean, he's got a short attention span at 5, so it won't be long for him to come in to help, but he does want to try to help. So other than that, yeah, let me know if you guys would be interested in watching the maintenance video for the RS6. If that's a thing, then I'll try to plan that out and see if I can start doing a little more in the coming year for projects and stuff, because I have a very funny feeling I got to pull the engine out of the blue car and do a complete over on that one. So yeah, until next time, guys.